make sure you dress appropriately.
It's good to hear. So we were talking about New Year's resolutions.
That's right.
Laura, what do you got?
All right, well, I thought about it, and I decided that I really don't have one because I believe in bettering myself all year. And
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, because normally the New Year's resolutions last for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's about as long as my gym membership normally lasted, and then I failed to show up afterwards.
So I guess the lesson here is that, if you want to improve yourself, don't wait until the new year to do it. Just do it,
Yeah, just do it
There you go.
all year long.
Inspiring advice from KMU8 News today. Thanks, Tim. There's a new twist in the case of a Texas teenager known for using an affluenza defense in a fatal drunk driving accident.
Ethan Couch is still in custody in Mexico, and his mother is back in the U.S. after Mexican officials deported her. Ethan Couch was moved to a larger immigration detention facility in Mexico City after a judge temporarily blocked his deportation. Both Ethan and his mother were expected to return to the U.S. yesterday after they were arrested in Mexico on Monday. New Year's Eve is one of the largest celebrations of the year. I know I'm excited.
But it's important to remember safety is the key on this holiday, especially when it comes to alcohol consumption. KMU8's Chris Brown is live with tips on how to safely ring in the new year. Chris?
All right, thanks, Tim. Families of 4 Indiana teenagers are in mourning today. Last night, 4 teenagers were killed in a car crash. Police say 5 teenagers were in the car when it crossed the median and hit a minivan. The 5th teenager was taken to the hospital, and that passenger's condition is unknown. Iraq continues to target ISIS militants in the country with airstrikes. The Iraq Defense Ministry released video yesterday which says it showed drone airstrikes carried out against ISIS militants and their hideouts. According to the ministry, the footage shows attacks in the suburbs of the Samarra district north of the capital of Baghdad. Tonight, the eyes of the world will be on Times Square in New York City, where 1 million people will gather to ring in the new year.
After a year of terrorist attacks both here and abroad, NBC's Chris Pallone tells us how 6,000 police...
2016 tax season will open on January 19th. Anyone expecting a refund won't have to wait too long to get one. The IRS anticipates issuing more than 9 out of 10 refunds in less than 21 days. The deadline for all federal returns and requests for extensions is April 18th for most of the nation, including Missouri.
Tornadoes sweep through parts of Texas, leaving hundreds with their homes destroyed.
New Mexico's governor issues a state of emergency after a snowstorm.
And flooding here in Missouri leaves 6 people dead. Good morning. It's Monday, December 28th, 2015. I'm Landon Burke.
And I'm Laura Barczewski.
And I'm Tim Schmidt. A lot of rain over the weekend. We were forecasting this leading up to this weekend, days in advance, to let you know that this was going to happen. And sure enough, altogether almost 5 to 7 inches
in the trade winds.
People in Texas have just started to clean up the mess tornadoes left behind. At least 11 people were killed in the storms, and the governor declared a state of disaster for 4 counties. An EF3 tornado touched down in Rowlett, injuring 23 people. A tornado with winds up to 200 miles per hour killed 11 people in Garland. The community has gathered supplies to support their neighbors who have lost nearly everything. People in Texas also saw snow yesterday, but New Mexico is in a state of emergency due to a massive snowstorm. Many roads are impassable. Some parts of the state have more than 16 inches of snow on the ground, with more on the way. Added to the mix are strong winds and snowdrifts as high as 8 feet. The governor activated the National Guard to help stranded drivers and urges everyone to stay off the road. The rain caused major flooding in northern England. Hundreds of people were forced out of their homes. A 200-year-old pub near Manchester was even washed away. Flood damage spread to York, Leeds, and Manchester. Rescue crews used boats to evacuate flooded neighborhoods. Hundreds of flood warnings continue to remain in effect. Parts of South America have also seen some major flooding. Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay have all seen increased rainfall and damage in all areas. At least 7,000 people had to be evacuated in Brazil after the rain. The rains are thought to be caused by the El Nino that has affected a lot of the weather we have seen here in the United States.
Due to all this flooding,